Thank you very much for joining us. First, let's talk about funding. We're seeing a phenomenon in Kenya that is called flatlining from the donor community, and I understand it's a global phenomenon. Well, have the G8 countries done enough? Of course, they have put in a lot of money into the fight against HIV, but has it been enough? And are recipient countries like Kenya doing enough?
I think what is very important is to say that today we cannot continue to have 96% of our people on treatment based on resources coming from outside. What we need today is a shared responsibility. I don't see any country, and I insist, any country in the world today who is capable alone to resolve any emerging global problems. G8 cannot stop saying that we don't finance anymore the 10 million people who are waiting for treatment. We cannot afford to pay for that one. But what I'm saying, it cannot be just only G8, and it cannot be only through a classic mechanism of financing global health. We need innovation, and innovation, of course, also by bringing innovative financing. Kenya is starting with a trust fund, and I'm very happy. And we need to look at, in the world today, you have 365 billion just through diaspora remittance fund. We can have 1% levy out of that one. It could help us to certainly have a regional port in the continent, in Africa, which can help us to deal with those infectious disease or HIV or other type of disease. So for me, the issues of funding is very critical, but we need also to think about optimization of existing resources, reducing the unit cost of producing any result today is too expensive, and thinking about also the way we do business, moving from this emergency crisis approach to really go for managing a change and help countries to have what I call predictable and long-term financing. Without that, you cannot. You're just in the crisis management.
In the developed world, virtually no child is born with HIV nowadays. And we understand that because of this, the pharmaceutical industry is moving away from investing in research for new pediatric ARVs. What can be done to mitigate the effects of this?
What is shocking me is that Africa still have 400,000 babies born every year with HIV. And necessarily, we can really have a new generation of children free of HIV. But your question on drugs and investment on drugs is fundamental one. Because I personally feel that Africa needs a continental vision. I think we need a political vision. That will make a change. Today, we have most of the countries are having more than 5% of economic growth. If we could have today a unified mechanism which could help us to negotiate only the price of the drug, or have a mechanism which can help us to negotiate with emerging nations, with pharmaceutical firms to create our own mechanism to produce those drugs, we will not face those problems. If we, as a respective nation, we want to save our children, save our people, more than 8 million people are waiting for treatment. I don't think so. We should do that by just thinking that it will come from outside. Thank you very much.